Okay, so now we're going to review the next two problems as well as look at the last problems that we haven't seen yet. On this first one, I'm going to circle these R's, and again, remember, circle the minus sign in front of that 5R because that minus is for the 5R. And then I'm going to put a rectangle around my other term. When I rewrite this, I like to put the one I have the most of first, my negative 5R. 2R is positive, so that's going to be plus 2R. If you get confused about that, you can always just rewrite the 2R at the front. And then my last term, again, since I've rewritten these, is going to be plus 3S. When I think of my number line, again, here's my negative 5. If I'm moving 2, I'm adding 2 to it. I'm moving 2 in this direction. That will be at negative 3R. So again, these that I would have circled are my R's. There's nothing to add to that 3S, so I'm just going to rewrite it. Final answer is negative 3R plus 3S. Next problem. Again, I have some A's, so I'm going to circle that positive 4A, minus 5A. There's nothing else to go along with that. I'm going to rewrite it. Again, you can put in any order you want to. I'm going to start with 4A this time, just in case you get confused that that's a positive and not know what sign to put there. Now I'm going to move to my next term. I like to leave my constants, the ones that do not have variables, till the end. So I'm going to move to these Y's. Putting a rectangle around my Y's. And I'll have negative 2Y plus 4Y. Last terms are my constants. I have plus 7 and minus, or plus 3 and minus 7. I'm going to write my 7 first because I have more of those, and then my plus 3. Again, if you mark them out as you go, it makes it easier to keep track of what you've done already. All right, now when I move to combining these, if I'm looking at 4A, and again, I'm just starting at 4, going to subtract 5. I'm moving in that direction. This will be 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this was at 0. That's negative 1. So I'm left with negative 1A. Used all my A's, moving on to my Y's. Again, I'm starting with two negatives. Again, if I have a number line, here's my negative 2. I'm going to add to it, which means I'm moving to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm adding to it. That would be negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So this is going to be two positive Y's. And then when I go to my constants, this is the first time we have a operation that we need to do with those. Notice that I have negative 7 and positive 3. I have more of my negative, so I know it's going to be a negative number. And again, if you think of your number line and where negative 7 would be, negative 8 would be this way. Other numbers going towards 0 would be to the right. I'm adding to it, so I'm going to move 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. That's negative 6, negative 5, negative 4. So I'd write minus 4 here. All right, on the next ones, I'm just going to go through helping you identify, and I want you to practice them on your own. 2x minus 5x. Those are our like terms, so when you rewrite them, you'll rewrite them as 2x minus 5x, and they can be combined. They cannot be combined by adding or subtracting to any of those other terms. Now I'm going to move to my A's. I have positive 3A plus 10A. That one's pretty easy. And then the last thing that I'm left with is my minus 5, that constant. So again, you need to combine the terms. I tried to color code it to help you with your organization. When I move into the next one, again, I don't like starting with my constants. I like starting with other things. My P would be my first variable. But I'm going to keep in mind that this constant of 4 is a positive 4, or think of it as plus 4. I have a minus P, and then I have a plus 3P. I'd rather start with that positive 3p, and I'm going to subtract from it the 1p. Now I'm moving on to my x's. I have negative 2x minus 7x. Doesn't really matter which order I write them in. And then finally, that plus 4 that I didn't use at the beginning, that positive 4 that started it out with, that goes at the beginning. All right, and then when I get down here to these, again, I'm going to start with my a's. I have a positive 2a. There's no more a's. My x's, I have a negative 7x and a positive 5x. And then with my constants, I have a positive 3. So remember, you can think of that as a plus 3. And then a positive 2.5. You can add 3 and 2.5. They're both constants. Then when I get over here to this next one, again, I have c to start with. That's a 1c. It doesn't have a number there. You might want to rewrite it like that. When I look at the next c, again, I keep the sign with it, negative 6c or minus 6c. When I move to my x's, again, I save my constants for last. I have a positive or plus 2x and plus 4x. And then my last term is going to be that constant of negative 3. Go ahead and combine the like terms from these last 4 problems and see what you get.